Uh-huh. And you ask, how does it? The other book you are having is different, yes?
These are the components such as computers, printers, storage devices, projectors, and networking devices. These devices help people to carry out different tasks such as communicate.
So they are telling us that there are those physical amenities or physical devices. So they want to tell us that this phone, if you look at this phone, it has a hardware, right? That computer has a hardware. There is a printer somewhere that prints whatever we want to maybe go with somewhere. It also has a hardware. What else? Apart from the three? Apart from the three, they have mentioned something else. She mentioned several. She did not just mention three. Which other did you hear she mentioned? The? Hey, why are people afraid? They're not speaking. Apart from the computer, the phone, and the printer, what else has a hardware? Yes. Projector. Yes. Storage devices such as hard disks, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Scanners and other networking devices. I hope that you have seen this, because unfortunately the only thing we can see around this class is this phone and that computer. Now, for those of you who have gone to electricians, because most times whenever I've been using computers for very long, and most times a computer, when you go to take to the, let's say a memory has a problem, either in the phone or the computer, when you take to the electrician and they realize that there's a problem with the memory because of what you explained, maybe the computer is not actually coming on when you try to put it on, or the phone is actually giving you false information. So they normally tell you the phone has a problem with the hardware. Now, what is that telling us? Is that meaning that this phone is the hardware, or it has a hardware inside it? It has a hardware inside it, and I wish I carried. There is one computer I removed the hardware at some point. It is a very small one. It's almost like this size. Then if that is put over on another device, you can read everything that is in that computer just by that small thing. If it is removed from the computer will not work at all, at all. Now, what is the difference between hardware and software? Some books have software, others, I don't know whether both have. Do all books have software? The two varieties. Yeah, so someone read for us what a software is. Let's listen from her. Then, which book is it, so that another one with a different book will read? Is it the same with what you have? Raise it so that she sees. Who has a different one from that one? Oh, so it's just one person. Why? You are given from the library. Huh? Oh, the one you borrowed from me. Oh, yeah. So read it, then she reads hers.
Software. These are the programs for tasks in an organization. They facilitate communication in an organization.
They facilitate communication. And they have told us they are what? Programs. The other one is devices. Are you seeing the difference? While the hardware is the device, the software is just a program. Now, a hardware, you can touch it like this. You can hold it and use it. Software, can we touch it? Now that's a program. It's just something that someone has created a way in which it works. If it is a software to prevent viruses, then it is there. If it is a software to make sure that your computer has the program like all the MC, let's say the Excel, it has the part of typing, it has the type of going to the internet, that one is just a program. So how do you think they get a software into a computer or a phone? How do you make sure that you place a software on your computer or a printer or any other device that we use in ICT? Anyone who knows? Anyone who has an idea? I thought you people, you are doing some ICT and computer in the grade 9, 8, and 7. Yes? Yeah, so how do we, yes? But it's a subject, and indeed it is even a subject I think it's offered in some schools. Currently they are picking it as a selective subject. So none of you knows anything to do with the software. Yes? So if your phone has a problem totally, maybe it is having viruses, even your mother's phone, how do they normally make sure they protect it? Have you ever heard your mother saying, my phone has viruses? How then do they prevent the virus from consuming the phone? How do they prevent that? Yes? Yeah. How do they make sure the antivirus gets into the phone? Yes? How do they make sure they do so? Please, you should find out this information because it's very important. What happens is that you'll find there are people who own these softwares. Like even you, maybe you are here, but in 5 years to come, you'll be a computer expert. And therefore, you'll be able to study. We have courses like what? Information science. We have courses like computer science. Courses which are helping people to make a lot of money. Most of those people don't go to work. They work from their houses. But they earn a lot of money because if you are able to produce antivirus against a certain, they are programming to make sure, like, have you heard of something known as Zeraki? What is Zeraki? Yes? Zeraki is a software. It's a program. It is a program that serves in most schools and institutions to organize files of students or the workers, plus the fee, how they are paying. It organizes how they come in and go out. Those who are exiting, it shows that they are no longer in. It can show the entire performance of you from grade 10 to grade 12. So it is a big program. But if you want to install on computers in this school, you must call that person who has a disk. There is a certain disk which is round. I hope you've seen some disks. Have you ever seen a disk? Yes. So you come with it, then you place in a computer and install. It might take even 1 hour before it allows you to install on a computer. Then you install on all computers, and then you must pay for it monthly. Or you agree to pay maybe termly. Per term, you may even be made to pay even 50,000 or more, depending on how many computers you have installed. So are you seeing why future to university you may decide to do computer science or information science? And then out of that you become somebody bigger. Now that is software. We also need to know network infrastructure. What is network infrastructure? Anyone to tell us? Network infrastructure, yes.
These are used to connect devices within the organization and to the internet. They include Wi-Fi access points, routers, servers, and switches.
Servers? You have ever heard of a server? Hey. You are not even born when the elections were being conducted and then people started making noise about server. You have not heard that? The server. When elections are being conducted, lucky enough, next year we'll be having elections in Kenya. And when we have elections, they must use a server to connect to the IEBC computer so that results can be transmitted from all parts of Kenya to IEBC, which is normally conducted where? Where is it normally conducted? Bomas, right? So there is a server that connects to the entire country so that when it's being carried out, those results are being connected. Now, when you people sat for the exams, do you think they marked your exams from one place? Your assessment anyway, I'm sorry to use exams because you've been used to that. When you are sitting for the assessment, and was it known as Kijisea? How do you think your results came together? Yes? So that organization known as Kenya National Examination, though they are going to change their name to Kenya National Assessment, I don't know, institution, they are going to change their name, that's what they said. So they have also their own server. And exams or assessments, they are marked from different places. Some teachers will be marking from Limuru, others from Kianda, others from Alliance. Then, as they finish, before the day ends and they go back home, they must transmit those results. And they are going to the main organization NEC, which has its own central place. But every other center must transmit those assessment marks before they leave. Then they come together and they look at the marks. Then they see whether to say this one is EE, this one is AE, this one is AE1, AE whatever, and 6 or 5. You saw that in your result, right? Yes. So the connection of those computers is done by a server. Servers mostly are used by a major thing in a country. How many of you have ever seen a router? A router by which company? Safaricom router. And you? Safaricom also. Which other company do you think offers routers in the country? We have Airtel, Telcom. The Equitel have a router? No. I've never seen. But we have routers from Safaricom, Airtel, and then we have Telcom. Then we have also been told you can use what? Wi-Fi. A Wi-Fi. This school has a Wi-Fi. And that is how many teachers, if you are in the staff room, you cannot use from here. You have to connect using Wi-Fi. Even my phone like this, if I want to connect this phone with that computer, I easily go to where there is that part of the setting. Then I press where we say Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi normally works between a phone and a computer or a phone with another phone. When I'm using this phone and I've bought bundles and all of you have phones, we can connect to each other and use the same router, the Wi-Fi. As long as you have the number, there is that number, the password, then you can check online. And that's why I wish that we could have that ability so that if I say check for this, all of you are able to check. Yeah? So that is the Wi-Fi. So that is what we call the networks. Then we have something called the storage. When you are talking about the components of ICT, storage is very important. I think in our definitions of those other terms when we started, we have used the word storage so many times, right? So it's part of the words you cannot avoid. When you talk about the phone, you talk about the printer, you talk about the computer, you must talk about storage. So what is storage in ICT? Anyone who can share with us? Yes? Devices that can help us to keep data, whether it is pictures, whether you want typed information, whether it is sensitive information. And most times we use different storage devices. Now, which one has anyone seen in this class? Which one have you ever seen? Maybe your parent using at home, or your teacher, or your aunt. Flash disk. How does it look like? One by one. If you say all of you now, I can't get it. I've heard about flash disk. Can someone just tell us how it looks like? How does a flash disk look like? Yes, she's demonstrating. Tell us, how does it look like?
You see,
Yeah.
Look like somehow this one.
Like that is a nail cutter. It looks like what she's showing us. I have flash discs, but I didn't carry the key here. I think I'll carry tomorrow. We have smaller ones, bigger ones, but they have megabytes. Some of them are very big. They are very small but have large volume. Others are very small. Previously, most of them were plastic, but currently most of them are metallic. So apart from flash disk, what else have you ever seen? Memory card. How does it look like? One, another. Like? Oh, it looks like a SIM card, but it's black. Okay, so I can see most of you have seen it. Memory card. Why do you know so much memory cards? You people have memory cards. Okay, that's good because ICT you are supposed to have them anyway. But you use them for the right purpose because you can keep all your notes from grade 10 to grade 12 in a memory card, right? Any other? Any other that you've seen apart from the flash disk and memory card? The? Yes? Hard disk. Yeah, hard disks are there. And currently they are selling different one, external hard disks. I don't just know whether I remember. I also have an example, but they look like almost a phone, but they are normally plastic. It can be this size or smaller. So you can keep all that information in that computer. You can transfer to the external hard disk and keep it. Someone mentioned something different here. The USB. You know the USBs? Yes. How does it look like? It looks like? It's flash disk. So she's saying another name for flash disk is USB disk. Is it right? Another one? We have another given there.
Storage devices.
Apart from those which we have shared, do you have other storage devices where we keep information? Like which one? Yeah, the cloud. I told you there is cloud. Anyone who has a Gmail, do you have anyone in this class with a Gmail address?
Yes.
How many? One. The rest you are saying yes, but you are not raising your hands. Oh, yeah. So as long as you have a Gmail, that Gmail is keeping any information that you keep on your Gmail address. It has a cloud storage. So if you take pictures, it will keep it there. If you do a video and post and yet you have connected your YouTube to your Gmail, it will keep it there. So you can retract your information from the cloud anytime. That is the biggest provision for storage that currently we have, the storage on the cloud. Now the next thing is security systems. I need someone to tell us what security systems are. Tell us.
Security system.
Silence. There are people who are talking as we are listening.
These are used to protect computer systems and networks from unauthorized access. They include firewalls, antivirus software, backup system, and password policies.
Yeah, those are systems that help us to make sure that no one accesses our systems or devices without our notice. Like this computer, if you want to use it, I have placed a password, so you cannot just come when I'm not there and start using it. But for me to use, when I put it on like that, I don't know whether it has power currently. You will find that it gives you something here. Sign in, right?
Yes.
So if you don't have that password, you will not go in. You must have the password. So that is one way of security. So I must, if I want, then I must click and then type whatever I type, then it goes on like that. This phone, I have also a password on the phone. When it is on the desk like this, unless it's online like it is, you will see that it has either a pattern or something that is protecting it. So someone cannot just come in and use it and open. Unfortunately, there are people who are cracking passwords.
Yes.
What are they called? Conman. Crackers. Hackers, yes.
Yes.
We have hackers. When your phone is lost, they easily open. And they even make the person who has stolen. No, you don't say, I'm going to the toilet. What do you say? Yeah, may I go to the washroom? May I go out? You just say something so that I'm not so sure where you are going. Anyway, here you go. You know, if you say like that, everyone now imagines what you are going to do. Okay. Yeah. Which one? Nini ya shule? Computer. Yeah, computer za shule pia ziko na password. Hii ni yangu. Hii ni yangu, si ya shule. Ya shule inafaa kuwa na jina lake. This is my personal property. But all the school computers also have a password. And once you know it, when you press by writing that, it goes on. You just have to press first, then it goes on. So all the school computers, don't think that you will hide and go to the rooms and then you just work on the computer. No, it will ask you for a password. Even the Wi-Fi, you are supposed to place a password so that anyone cannot just use it easily. Some people may use and then send viruses towards you. So you are supposed to protect your phone, your computer, your printer, everything, any device that you are using. Now you have seen that we protect with the passwords. Apart from that, we protect with what? Fingerprints, and then in the text they have told us some things. Antivirus, then we also use, we have been told something there. Firewalls. Firewalls normally are used to protect, like on the system itself. If you don't want actually to be attacked by viruses, because there are people who are also creating viruses every day. I don't know, last year, did you hear that about 40 sites by the government had been compromised? Did you hear? Last year, around June. It was in the news, you never heard? Okay, so you will copy those notes once you get time. For now, I want us to look at those pictures on page 4. Page 4. Look at those pictures. Can everyone should be able to identify them. Identify each of them, and I'm going to ask you to tell me what they are. Some people are not doing what we are saying they do. I don't know why. Are learning, those who already know, because I want them to look for something very fast. Let's continue. Just very fast. Remember the bell already. So I want each of you to search for information. I've connected this one there and tell us what it will say. As they proceed, can I have, sorry, first, what did you see in the picture? The first one? She has seen a phone at the bottom. Here. Yes. A radio. Yes. Yeah. Video conferencing tools. Yeah, she has seen that. Yes. Yeah. The Bluetooth from the phone. Yes. Email. At the door. Oh. Yes. You have seen a computer. Any other? Yes. The social media tools. Yes. What have you found? Listen to her.
Technology in communication. The phone is one of the core communication technologies that most professionals readily available. Email, one of the most popular forms of communication technology is email. Blogs, social media, blogs, podcasts, live stream, online chats.
Yeah, so she has been able to do the work I wanted. She has been able to check on technology. Maybe because time is up, another time another person will look for information on something different. So the work I want you to do for me is to copy the notes on elements of components of ICT. Then also try to read on this one. This one here and this. The role of ICT and this one here. So that when we come, we can have more practical than just talking, right? Yeah, so have a good day. You will check later. You will check tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday. Someone who borrowed the book here, are you still using it? Yes. But you bring it back to What have you searched? What have you searched?
It is a song.
It's a song. On who? Oh, there's a teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
At my back. Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you, madam.
Yes, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah, are you still working?
Yeah.
Okay. And hey, mwambie yule, there are so many books they have to pick. They are supposed to pick books from me. There are several books to be taken from my desk. I've marked your books. I don't know, someone can come collect. If you keep searching, you will create issues with the teachers. So only once you've seen that one, next time we'll search for something else. I'll instruct you in class to search, then you listen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to go back.
Still tumeipeleka bado kwa ofisi.
Utaambia na walimu. Wow, you are missing a lesson. Why do you have a free time?
I don't have subjects.
Why? You don't have an elective?
Yeah.
How? I thought every time someone is having a lesson, you're also having one.
No,
How come?
I have a free lesson. One. I don't do chemistry.
Oh, so you are a social science student. Okay. Right. So you carry these ones. I'm only supposed to finish this one.